Hey, E-Info here. Today I wanted to make a video about ME rating certain educational Valorant videos from content creators to pro players. You best believe I'm also gonna talk about these filthy pro guides that scam millions out of money. But without further more, let's get with the video.
How to solo hard carry on Omen. Pro guides Valorant. I ain't gonna lie, I hate them. And yes, the voice is different because I liked this voice a lot.
Step 3. You jump and look around to see if there's anyone home. Do it successfully and you'll either know the angle is clear, or you can get ready to swing a confused opponent. Make it very difficult for the enemies to hit a headshot or even react in time. Secondly, the enemies can't really tell where you've teleported to. They might think that you've teleported out from behind cover instead of back into it, and so they might look away from the angle, which would be the perfect opportunity for you to finish them off.
W advice. Fake TP can be really useful in 1v1s and it's really useful for gathering information too. However, seeing how he does this in front of 3 people behind a spammable wall, it really hurts as an Omen main. There are also other ways to fake DP by abusing the sound cue instead of actively showing your body, or fake DP out of a smoke to confuse the enemy team. So far, W advice. There are some things they may have left out, but W nonetheless.
I may have skipped some parts, and that is because the things they have said are valid as fuck.
On Haven, everyone knows Omen loves to teleport up into A Heaven with their ultimate. But what fewer people know is that if you select this part of the map when ulting, you can actually teleport to Under Heaven, because the audio cue sounds like it's coming from the same direction. A lot of the time, enemies won't even bother to turn around.
I like this a lot, I do this too. One thing they forgot add is also adding a smoke so that their attention is on the smoke rather than you.
Boxes on site that can catch enemies off guard on their push. Those 3 being the tall box by A short, the L-shaped tall box by A long, and the wide green boxes in the middle of sight. The big advantage by playing these off angles is that enemies are usually not naturally pre-aiming, and they'd have to displace their crosshair by a lot to shoot at you. This gives you plenty of time to kill them, or at the very least serve as a great distraction for your teammates to do so instead. On attack, teleporting upwards can be hugely beneficial as well and can really catch enemies off guard. A great example of this is when pushing A site on split. Teleporting up into your Heaven smoke is an amazing way to shoot enemies in the back, particularly if you have a teammate on ramp distracting them. Don't be afraid of getting aggressive and trying to break into the opponent's back line. Remember, there's no reward without a little risk.
I like what they said about abusing verticality on defense and in general, but they also said that you should TP into a smoke on attack while taking the TP on a ramp on split, for example. I wanted to say that it's really fucking dangerous to TP without any utility or help, as most players know what type of plays Omen mains do. That is why it is highly recommended to use your blind a lot.
Ready to use at the same time by using it to teleport out of the lockdown's radius when Killjoy's ultimate is at 2 seconds, and then canceling your ultimate after the Killjoy ult is done. You're able to reappear within the radius of the lockdown shortly after it's completed. The enemies won't expect you to be anywhere near them, and chances are you could find them with their knife out.
Yes. One thing they also forgot is to use it while getting rushed too, as no one really expects it to.
What fewer people know is that if you're moving either forwards or backwards, you can make the blind travel faster or slower respectively. I can't think of many situations where you'd want your Omen blind to be traveling slower. So make sure to be moving forwards when you're throwing your paranoia to increase its speed and give enemies less time.
One thing that I will add is slow blind when it's for you and fast blind if it's for your team. But it is highly situational at the end of the day.
Lastly, don't be afraid to be aggressive if you've already done your job. If you used your smokes and you made sure entering the site has become reasonably safe for your duelists, nothing's stopping you from going a little aggressive and helping them frag out yourself. Obviously, you don't have to run it down, but if you time your TP with the flash top side of B Haven, or if you go into the A split Heaven smoke like we mentioned before, you can apply lots and lots of pressure.
True, it is good to be aggressive when you have already used your smokes on 5-man push. It is highly recommended that you stay alive too, because Omen smokes are rechargeable unlike Brimstone. You know what, this pro guide is actually not that bad. Obviously there are small things they didn't add, like how you may lose HP to enemies that spam your fake TP. However, this video is actually informational. I will give it a B+, not bad, but it could be a lot better. Comment on which video you want me to review next, and don't forget to like and subscribe, as it mean a lot to this struggling college student.